this is sort of a follow-up to the last video, which um this one is about the common thing you hear in certain communities: just be confident, bro. And honestly, there are, excuse me, tons of other YouTubers that have deconstructed this better than I could have. Kidology, I think, is one. Gerbert Johnston or Johnson is another. Um, but yeah, I I'm of the opinion that you can't just be confident, bro. Like, you need some amount of positive reinforcement. It's either from parents or others, and even then, nothing is guaranteed. Like, I mean, I can tell you, you guys can. Obviously, it's obvious that I didn't get that when I was younger. Um, Physically, it was always pointing out the stuff that made me look not normal. Um, and honestly, I kind of get it. Like, as weird as it seems to want to be empathetic towards that, I kind of am, because like it's not like my parents had any interaction with a person like me before they had me. Um and honestly, like, I don't know, man. You do need that positive reinforcement, and if you don't get it, it's hard to have self-confidence. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have confidence in other things. For example, I'm very confident in my academic ability. That doesn't mean I still don't fail, but at least I have the confidence to know, okay, I'm smart, and that's mainly because other people have told me that I'm smart. And that's mainly because I've gotten good grades. I've gotten scholarships to back it up. So in an analogous way, I don't see why that shouldn't apply for self-confidence. I don't mean to simplify it, but yeah, that's just the the way I feel about it. Plus, I'm gonna be real with you guys, and this is an anti-pill ideology take for sure. If you're just confident, bro, and you like basically fake it till you make it, you essentially end up learning how to manipulate women, because that's what ends up happening. I've talked about it here with my own father in or mentioned it, but like, my dad was, his parents were white passing. Um, Obviously, mestizos, but he came out brown with curly hair, and they were in the upper middle class. And if you're that way in the upper middle class because of colorism, it's over for you. Um, with women, and honestly, like my dad was also chubby, and let's face it, that impacts your attractiveness to a lot of people. It always has. um okay, it hasn't always, like, right? We know about the Venus of Willendorf, and she was like probably some fertility goddess for caveman, and she was thick. She was thicker than any goddess around, okay? But that's for most of recent human history, not literally prehistoric human history, that has been sort of the case. Not always, obviously, because like I said, I lost my innocence um to a thicker woman, right? And I thought she was great. But generally speaking, especially with guys, because we're judged more harshly for being chonky for sure. Um, or maybe we're not. Maybe I'm ignorant on that. But yeah. Anyway, my dad was was chonky too. In addition to being dark and with curly hair, even though his parents were not that. So yeah, the honestly, my dad was bullied heavily for that, extremely heavily, and it pushed him to some dark places. And honestly, I mentioned this before, but like my dad would do is again fake it till he made it. He would like, for example, and this is just an example, um, he would if he was interested in a girl while he was fat, he would work out enough to lose weight so that the girl would become interested in him, and once he was in a relationship with the girl, he would gain all of it back. Um and then also just generally faking it till you make it made him a womanizer. It literally did. Like obviously it's complex with the culture, with the history. I understand that, but that was primarily a reason, right? Because he saw that that was the only way, but he wasn't getting that reinforced, right? So I I'm not sure how good just be confident, bro, is um in the realm of developing actually sustainable self-confidence which lasts through a lot of things, right? um and yeah, I just think it's kind of ridiculous for the people that I'm talking about to say just be confident, bro. um yeah, that was I have to be honest. Thank you for listening to my ramblings.